Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the cabin. It is a beautiful October day, and today I've got to do the tractor maintenance, my pre-winter maintenance, and I'm not going to get a better day to do it. Temperature right now is about, I think, 55 degrees. It's just beautiful day. So I'm going to get this done today. To get ready for winter, I need to change the engine oil, the filter, change the front axle oil, remove the hubs, clean the hubs, change out the air filter and the fuel filter. Everything else is good to go. So of course, if you're following my channel, you know the tractor is a 2008 Kioti DK45SE. And this tractor has been amazing. These Kioti tractors, I think they're well made. And you know, this thing's worked ever since 2008. I've never had a problem with it. So that's what, 12 years now. So 12 years, and it works. So 12 years later, this tractor just works. I can't say anything negative about it. I always say though, if you take care of your equipment, it'll take care of you most of the time. You know, anything can happen, but you got to do your maintenance. You've got to look after your equipment. And for me, I'm down here in the woods. I have to do all my own maintenance, all my own work. And this tractor is my lifeline out of here in the wintertime. I'm a long ways from nowhere. And without this tractor, I can't get out of here. So I've got to make sure this thing is running and running well. So we'll pop the hood. And so the first thing, I just want to show how well engineered this Kioti tractor is. So I'm just going to remove this panel. All I need to do is just flip these up, and then this just pulls up. Now we can see the inside of the engine. And what I like about this, the Kioti tractor is so well engineered. Everything is easy to work on. There's nothing difficult to get at. So we've got the fuel filter. We've got the this is where you put your engine oil, your dipstick. This is your coolant. So everything's accessible. Oil filter right here, no problem. Come around here, we've got the battery. And to get that off, it's just pull this, pop that out. Take the battery out, so easy. Got the air filter here, so just going to pop these off to replace the air filter. You can pop this screen out to clean your radiator screen. Right here. This panel, same way. Just flip these up. This pops off. You can tighten your fan belt here. So yeah, everything is just well thought out, easy to work on. And that's what I like. So if anybody else has a tractor, whether you've got a Massey Ferguson or a John Deere or a Kubota or whatever you have, let me know in the comments below what you think about that tractor. Put the model of the tractor and tell me what you think about how it's engineered as far as being built so that you can work on it and you don't need to take half of the tractor apart, say, to change the oil filter. Because that's aggravating, and I can never understand why engineers would do things like that. But you see it sometimes. So let me know what tractor you have, and let me know how well it's engineered. Okay, the tractor's warmed up. So to drain the oil, we just need a 3/4 inch socket, and there's 2 drain plugs, one right here, and just one right over here. Okay, once I have all the oil out of the tractor, I dump it in these 5-gallon buckets. And I save it, and I know a guy that he heats his shop with used oil. He has a big furnace, so I'll give it to him. Okay, with the engine oil out, your plugs are back in. Now we're going to remove the oil filter. Just going to use an oil filter wrench. I've got my pan under it. And this should just spin right off easy. Yep, beautiful. And I just use the Kioti replacement oil filter. And always add a light film of new oil. Spin it back on. Do not over tighten. Finger tight. And then I think it's 1/4 of a turn. There we go. That's all it takes. This tractor takes engine oil 8.4 quarts. Okay. 8.4 quarts, and I think that's just about 8 liters for you metric folks. All right. Let's have a look. That looks good to me. Okay. Okay, that's the engine oil done. I've checked it all over, no leaks, everything is good. So the next thing we're going to do is change the front axle case oil. Now, before we go on to that, I did want to talk a little bit about engine oil, because I think engine oil is probably one of the most important things with your tractor, especially if you run it in a cold climate. Okay, I'm running 0 W40 full synthetic. Happens to be Shell Rotella, but I would also run Ames oil. I think both of those oils are absolutely high quality oils. But the key is the full synthetic, 040 or 540. Both are pretty much the same. But if you live in a northern climate and you got to operate a tractor, chances are, I'll bet you, chances are you tractor guys, you're probably running 1540 conventional oil. A night and day difference to switch over to the full synthetic. Is it more expensive? Yes, probably about twice as much money. But man, when it's 20 below and you just touch the key on the tractor and your tractor fires up, you know, it's just paid for itself right there. You know, I don't have to worry about block heaters because I have nowhere to plug it in anyways. I don't have to worry about block heaters. I don't have to worry about, you know, heating it up. I see people with propane torches and or propane heaters, I mean, and they're under there trying to heat up the oil pan enough to get their tractor started. Oh man, why go through that? And then when it starts, your 1540 conventional will never have the proper viscosity to operate your tractor in sub-zero temperatures. So it's hard on your tractor. Why do it? Go full synthetic, and I don't think you'll ever look back. So drop me some comments below. You tractor guys, let me know what you're running for oil in your tractors. And let me know if you've ever tried, or if you're running right now the full synthetic. Makes a big difference. I thought I heard something back here. Just a stupid rabbit. Now with the tires off, it's a lot easier to work here. So in here is the drain plug, which I've loosened already. And it'll drain the oil out. Up here we have a fill plug, and over here we have a fill plug. And when this is all done draining, this is the hub. So I'm going to remove this hub. I'm going to take these bolts out. I'll just pull that whole hub off, and I'll clean the inside of it, and then put it back on before we refill it with oil. Now that we have the oil out, I can go ahead and take this hub off. There we go. So now you can have a chance to inspect everything, make sure everything is good. Look inside. You know what? These look fantastic. Sometimes though it can be, you can get a lot of crap in here. If you just wipe these out, wipe out your hubs like this. They're actually really clean. Okay, I gotta hustle because I noticed the sun is starting to go down. Yeah, these short days, they're getting shorter, shorter and shorter. Okay, so all of the front axle oil is drained. I'm going to refill those now. Take 7.6 quarts or 7.5 liters, and I use Shell. I use Spirax. It's 80W90. I think it's fantastic, fantastic oil. As you saw, I pulled those hubs apart. Everything's perfect. Nothing's dirty. Everything is beautiful. So I'm going to fill these up and move on. Let's change this air filter out. Just got to flip these. There we go. With the old and the new one. So we'll take the new one and you just place it in. Okay, slip the top back on. Fasten it in place. Air filter is done. All right, next. All right, I think we're going to pull this off before dark. Last thing to do, final thing, last but certainly not least, we're going to change out the fuel filter. Now, the fuel filter is a special case. Do not follow the manual. I repeat, do not follow this manual to change the fuel filter. When you're done, you have to bleed the fuel system. But in the manual, it says, and I don't know who wrote this, or who edited it, but it says to breed the fuel system, put in the fuel filter. No, don't do that. Do not stick anything. Do not stick anything in the fuel filter. You cannot breed the fuel system. Who wrote this thing? Okay, here we go. I am going to just remove this. A little bit of diesel. It's okay. Okay, so I took this off and I wiped it all out. There's a little spring that goes down in there. That spring just sits right in the middle. New fuel filter just slides right down on top of it. And I put that back in place. Okay, fuel filter's back on. Now to bleed this, turn it to the air position. Do not stick anything, remember, do not stick anything where it should not go. Start the tractor. Shut the tractor off, turn it to the on position, and okay guys, that is it. Tractor maintenance is done. I'm ready for winter. Bring it on, Mother Nature. Let's see what you got. Everything's done except for the grease. I didn't get a chance to grease it, but it is getting quite dark out. I got to clean up this mess and put everything away. I can grease it tomorrow. That's no big deal. Only takes a few minutes. Anyway, that's it. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified of new videos. Smash the old thumbs up if you don't mind. I do appreciate that support. You guys take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon back here at the cabin.